Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathPractice number 148.
Math Practice number 148. So we're just back from vacation. We're going to get going at Beast Academy, and they have a really fun challenge section for you today. And it's making squares out of smaller squares.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at it after we do the video, but I thought it'd be a fun way to introduce it to you on this video. So we have a 3x3 square right here, and you want to make this, fill it up with smaller squares that are not all the same size. So some of them can be the same size, but they can't all be the same size.
Interesting.
Interesting? Yeah, interesting. So do you have any ideas on how you might want to approach this problem?
Well, we can cut this square into 4 equal squares.
Oh, okay. Good idea. I didn't explain the problem quite well enough. Okay, so you're right. You could start cutting it up into smaller squares, which is probably a fun exercise all by itself. But what we're going to do here is we can only use the grid lines. So we have to make squares on the grid lines. Like we could use, for example, this square here, or something like that. Only use the grid lines.
Interesting.
Okay? So pretend I didn't make that one a little darker. So do you see how you might, or do you have any ideas how using just making squares only on the grid lines, that you could fill this square up with other squares that are not all the same size? If I just colored in all the squares on the grid lines, I'd have 9 squares, but they'd all be the same size, right?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work.
If you do this one, it's a 2x2 square.
Okay.
This one, and if there's another 2x2 square here.
Yeah, but we already used this area here. So what can you do now?
Well, you can make this 1x1 square here.
All right.
And some other 1x1s.
Yeah, why don't you fill those in? Awesome. Okay, so we have 1 2x2 right here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1x1s. That works, right? Are they all the same size?
No.
No. Okay, so that works. All right, let's do another one, just to make sure we know what we're doing here. And then we'll go take a look at the book, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do a 4x4. Alright, so there's a 4x4. So can you fill this up with squares that are not all the same size?
Cool. So if you can do a 2x2 here, another 2x2 here, and you can dissect these up.
Hey, so how many 2x2s did we use?
2.
How many 1x1s?
8.
Good job. All right. Does this thing seem like a pretty good challenge?
Yeah.
All right. High five. Good job. I like this. This is going to be a fun day. And they have some really challenging ones, by the way, in the exercises where they say, okay, here's the shape, but we're going to take out this square, for example.
Whoa.
And now you have to fill up this weird shape that's missing this square with other squares. There's some really cool problems. Sound like fun?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go take a look at it right now, actually.